I'm gay.
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
I'm fucking gay.
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
You're what?
You're gay? You're gay?
You're gay.
Oh, well, I don't say gay. I don't say straight either. I'm with a person of my own gender.
How is that?
It's like Christmas every day.
Speaks to a misperception a lot of the gay community has, that trans people are just the most feminine of gay men or the most butch of lesbians. And pop culture also gets that wrong so much. We're always either prostitutes, psychos, or punchlines in every movie, or the fourth P, poor thing, you know, it's the tragedy. We've moved up from the scary psycho killer in old movies like, you know, Silence of the Lambs and Psycho. Now we're sort of at the clown stage, I think. If you need an easy laugh, if you need, you know, a heart-tugging episode of Law and Order or something, you pull out the sad transsexual who's been murdered or
There are a
beaten.
couple common themes that happen in lesbian movies.
Death.
That's a big one.
And or suicide.
Piper Perabo, I think, is a common lesbian theme in movies.
Oh, straight girls.
That become gay, but then go back to being straight girls because
Or any kind of never gay. Or we're gay and then straight.
there are
Or we're straight and then gay and then straight and then gay.
There are so many lesbian movies where a woman is married to a man and then, like, after 40 years or 30 years, it's just like, there's one woman, it's always like a neighbor or someone mysterious in her life that comes by.
Teacher students.
That's probably the second biggest one. And it's always
Or like illegal,
underage.
underage.
I think
Oh,
a
that's
major common
underage.
theme in all lesbian movies is lesbian love. I have yet to watch a movie where it's just about lesbians just doing nothing but, you know, being lesbians without falling in love.
It's our fault. It's our fault they're shitty movies.
Because they know, they're like, oh, this is a really shitty movie. Let's change the one guy into a woman and then people will watch
Especially
it.
in reality TV, the gay guys are still the sidekick or the assistant or the hairdresser or all the queer guy, you know, the queer eye guys, even though that's a couple of years ago. But so we, in that regard, we haven't changed that much. We're still on Bravo. We're still the extra thing next to the housewife.
Hesitation and going, really, is America ready for this? Because it's so far out there with reaching into sort of the dark areas sometimes that people don't want to talk about?
It's not really that far out there. It's really just reality that no one has decided to talk about, strangely. You know, and we talk about America like we're this melting pot, and, you know, it's not really reflected in our programming. And so this show, even though it deals with, you know, quote unquote heavy topics, it's kind of like, I feel like kids who tune in will say, it's not a heavy topic. This is what I deal with at school every day, or this is what my family's like. So.
The greatest stories we hear, you know, by far are the stories from, you know, gay teens who say they could not they would never have talked to their parents. Their parents were very, you know, it was not a good environment for that, and their parents they'd watch the show with their parents, and the parents would fall in love with Cam and Mitchell, and because of that, they were able to talk to their parents, and they were able to tell them. And their parents accepted them. And we've gotten a ton of letters like that. And that's the most amazing.
And when Jesse and I are at events, I think he and I both on multiple nights in the same night have had kids come up to us and say, you made it easier to come out to my parents. I mean, there's no better compliment that you can get. You never think of those things when taking on a role on a comedy.
but what you've started to realize, I'm sure, is the impact that's had on young people.
Yes.
Not just little girls who are gay, but anybody who's gay or straight or trans or other or bi. Like it means something to them to see themselves represented on television. Have you felt that?
Exactly. And you know, I've had a lot of people, even who are older, who might not be in the demographic, or so they think, come up to me and be like, I wish this was on when I was in school. It would have made it a lot easier, because they relate to my character. And before this, and you know, now a lot more shows are having gay characters come out, which they should, but you know, back then there weren't shows like that.
And I can't change, even if I can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm.
Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.